But you trick
breast
somebody
smells,
you lull somebody into a sense of security by asking them a question, thinking they're going to be a part of a conversation.
That sounds rude.
And I felt like that's what you and your butt did to me this morning. You said something interesting at the beginning of that story. You said that there have been fires. I'm fine, by the way. And when there are fires here, we're right in the crux of fire season right now, beginning of September.
Right.
We found out during the first year we lived here that that's the hottest time on the earth for being here.
Yeah.
So because of the fires and the
Yes.
smoke and all the different things in the air, we woke up this morning and the sky was different. And that happens.
Yeah.
In the morning, at night, the atmosphere changes. And you get brilliant sunsets between all the smoke and pollutants in the air in Southern California. You get these brilliant things to look at while you're slowly
everything's
dying
on
on the
fire.
inside. And everything is on fire.
Right. And air quality is like awful.
So I wake up Zoya with a cup of coffee because
It's the best, you guys, every day.
it's like you cut me out of magazine. So I wake her up with a coffee, and she's like, "What did you say about there was a light coming in through the blinds, and it was like this crazy shade of orange just in this one spot in the wall." And I'm so horny for this morning light because I've been getting up every morning around 5:30, many times against my will, because some people are tossy turnier, and that's a French nickname that you could look it up later. The origin, it's French. Yes, had to make sure. So I was like, I gotta go look at this light, and she was like, "Why do you think it's like that?" And you're kind of half sleeping at this point.
Well, I don't know what time it is. So typically, if it's, between 5:30 and 6:30, that's what it looks like in the morning. So like that's what the sunrise kind of looks like and whatever.
That's when it happens. But this looked way different. The light was like way more red, like crazy red. And that's what happens when there's smoke and and I got so excited about it. And she was like, "Why do you think that's happening?" And I'm like, I don't know, all the smoke and the light is fighting through all these things to get through the atmosphere, and different colors happen because of it. And I'm nerding out about colors so much. And then Zoya rips the longest ass that I have ever heard you do.
I don't think it was me.
And I felt, I don't even know how to describe what I felt. I felt like I got. I felt like somebody tricked me into nerding out about light because I was like, oh, and the light is basically fighting through the elements to get to us.
We have a lot of frogs outside our
I felt like
window.
I was explaining a candle or like explaining a flavor of incense or something. I was so horny for descriptive words, and I was so excited to get outside and to look at what the sky must look like because it's like once a year this crazy shit happens, right? And I was like, maybe this. And then just the longest, most sustained. The energy of the fart was sustained throughout. Squaw now, flow now. Like that. Like I was talking over it at one point. I was like competing with it. And then I gave up and I didn't say shit. And I just got my keys and I walked outside. But I got the same feeling like me and my friends used to do this thing where we would walk up to each other like senior, junior year in high school. Like, "Oh, what'd you do last night, man?"
What'd you do last night?
Oh. And then as soon as the other person starts talking, you put your hand over your mouth and nose and you basically say, you have disgusting breath. But you trick somebody you lull somebody into a sense of security by asking them a question, thinking they're going to be a part of a conversation.
That sounds rude.
And I felt like that's what you and your butt did to me this morning.
Brought you back. Way back.
I went outside and I looked at the sky, and to explain it, it was like a grayish, mauve, lavender sky. All throughout the sky was the same like dull purple weird. And then the sun was like neon red. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And it hurts to breathe outside.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, when it was crazy, we went outside a couple times, and it was like breathing fire. If you've ever smoked, it was like every time you inhale, felt like smoking. It was
Yeah.
like hot.
It
And then
was
the
so
wind would
fucking
blow,
hot.
and it got hotter when the wind blew, and it felt like a different planet. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Mike said that it felt like a blow dryer was blowing when
Yes.
the wind blew yesterday. It was so fucking hot.
I think at first I said hair blower, and
I
That's
don't
on me.
remember. I was kind of in a daze yesterday.
I feel like you haven't listened to me in 3 or 4 weeks. Listen to one of my stories or something I was
mean-
excited about.
You're not wrong.
You farted to interrupt one of my stories, and it was the most disrespectful thing that's ever happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a perfect lady.
You are a perfect lady. That's why that fart was sustained at the same energy level for about 25 seconds.
Well,
This is how a perfect lady farts.
yeah.
Swell now, quelled up.
Like, you know, it's funny because that definitely did happen, but which is very funny, and I was kind of proud of myself because there's been a lot of times that you've done that to me. Payback sucks.
It's a good time. It's a good unexpected.
I just hate that everybody knows about that now. So it never happened, guys.